Hey everybody, I've got some really good news. This is PowerJournal, the 28-day challenge. And this little book can help you discover some powerful secrets about yourself that can help you step forward fearlessly into the future, feeling your best, living your passion, and feeling like you're living on purpose in ways that, of course, can cultivate prosperity. So, this little book is based on something I discovered that's just absolutely magical. I combined my lifelong habit of journaling with meditation, which I've been doing for 10 years. And when I combined the two, it created this power to manifest, to heal, to feel my best, and to live life on a whole new level. It sounds so simple because it's free, but all you have to do is do the workbook, and it guides you through 28 days of questions. And I provide lines for you. It's like a journal. Lines for you to write the answers to the questions. And essentially, PowerJournal is all about who am I? What do I want? What's blocking me from getting what I want, and what action steps do I have to take to achieve my heart's desires? Now, when I first heard those first two questions, who am I and what do I want, years ago at a conference I didn't know the answers, because who am I is not my name, it's not my education, it's not where I live. Who am I on the inside? What do I represent? And so that took a lot of thought. And what do I want? What do I want does not mean I want a Porsche or I want to live in a certain neighborhood. What do I truly want? And the answers of what we truly want are things like peace, health, security, love. And so how do you get those things, and what's stopping you from getting all the things that you desire? So this book is like your GPS route to deep within your heart and soul, where you can find the treasures within, the answers to things that will change your life, the answers to things you may never ever have contemplated, but now that you're awakening to these new ideas and this new personal understanding, you can ascend into your greatest life ever. Now, the cool thing about this is that it's perfect timing. The coronavirus pandemic has inspired a lot of people, including myself, to spend time reflecting on our lives. What have I been doing up until now? What do I intend to do in the future? And suddenly, when the world shut down and you couldn't just hop on a plane and go wherever you wanted, that made people realize you really have to live your dreams, make them happen, because things can be taken away in a matter of weeks, and that's what happened. And what about those dreams to go stay in an overwater bungalow in Fiji? What if you never get to do that and you never did it in your past? How are you going to change the way you live when the pressure and oppression of the pandemic, when all that's lifted? Now is the time to go into the workshop of your mind and figure that out. What have I not been doing? What do I really want to do? What is the non-negotiable for my present and my future that I want to make happen? PowerJournal is a way to wrap some structure around that excavation of self. And it's really fun too. I mean, we came up with all these questions, and all you have to do is this is available on Amazon.com, so you can get it on Amazon. And you just start with week 1, and it asks you a question, and then every day has another question, and it provides these lines for you to answer. So by the end of the 28 days, it's filled with all the answers to things that can change your life in a dramatic way. So these are questions that I've personally used to transform in amazing ways, including losing 100 pounds. After when I was pregnant, I gained 70 pounds, and that was many years ago. I lost more than 100 pounds after the pregnancy. And then I used journaling to help myself lose the weight. I journaled my emotions instead of stuffing them down with food. I journaled about how I was going to exercise and what I was going to do to lose the weight and keep it off. I used visualization and meditation to envision myself walking into a store, buying a pair of skinny black leather pants to celebrate the weight loss. And in fact, what happened is I actually bought those pants in a skinny size, and I also bought a purple pair of leather pants at the same time. So that was really exciting. At the same time, as an author, I was visualizing and journaling about being on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Turns out I actually was on the show to celebrate my weight loss. And they actually showed me journaling in the Harpo studios and working out in their gym. So journaling and envisioning meditative visualization enabled me to lose weight, keep it off for a long, long time, get super fit, and actually be on the Oprah Winfrey Show. And I got to meet her, and she told me I look awesome. Well, she said I look great, actually. That was a huge compliment from her. So my point to you is that these little workbooks can teach you how to change your life from the inside out. Because with food, it's not about the food. It's about abusing the food, using food as a drug of choice to numb out, to sedate ourselves, to feel heavy, create a physical barrier between us and the world that is our excuse to hold us back. Self-sabotage, yes, but that's what happens. And so we took, my sister Catherine and I, my business partner Catherine Greenspan, we took the PowerJournal idea and we applied it to weight loss. So this one is a 28-day challenge to lose weight. So I did this workshop at the Detroit Writing Room in January, and I actually taught how to do this. And a month later, a woman emailed me. She had participated in the workshop. She had lost 23 pounds. It really works. I have my testimony, of course, but then when I can teach it to someone else and they use this workbook to actually lose weight. So here's how it works. It helps you realize why you're eating, why you're using food as your drug of choice, why you're stuffing down your emotions. Then when you figure that out, then you can stop, you can heal, you can release that compulsion. And then you can embark on finding your true power. And it's almost like automatic pilot, because once you identify these things, you just step into a whole new way of thinking and believing. And yes, you can reprogram your mind around difficult things like food and fat and overeating. Listen, I had a moment several years ago, and I write about it in one of my other books. I was really, really stressed. I was actually crying. And I realized my thought was, I need to put on my running shoes and lace up my running shoes and go running. That was my first thought. And in that moment, even though I was so stressed, all of a sudden I felt elated. I was so overjoyed because I realized in the past, my first thought would have been, get me as much ice cream as I can fit into my stomach, and then I'll have even more once it starts to digest. Terrible feeling, terrible sugar crash the next day, depression, bloating, weight gain, guilt, awful. No more. Now I put on my running shoes and I burn off the anxiety or the stress or sadness or whatever it is, and I feel great. So my point to you is that when you use these techniques, meditation and journaling that I teach in here, you can transform the way you think and act and live. And it's awesome. It literally allows you to break away from those bad habits and step forward fearlessly into your future, feeling amazing. And yes, I said meditation. I teach you how to do a brief meditation in here because it's all about getting into a quiet space with the stillness and silence and just going within. I also teach you how to do intuitive writing, which is a way to connect with the divine voice within yourself, where your greatest power lies, and it's one of the tools of power journaling. So I teach you how to do it in the book. It's really simple. It's a little book. You can get it on Amazon, and it works. So if you're home and if you're really into reflecting on yourself and your life right now, and you have extra time and you want to do some contemplation and exploration of yourself and your life, I highly recommend pick up PowerJournal, the 28-day challenge, or the PowerJournal 28-day challenge for weight loss. And they're both available on Amazon.com, and they truly can change your life. They can change your body because they change your mind. And it all starts in the mind. So, I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, CEO of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. Very, very proud that our company published both of these workbooks. You can see our logo right here, which is the same as on the wall. We've been in business for 4.5 years. We've published 24 books so far, including these, and we have many more to come. Super proud of my sister, Catherine, and I, working super hard to share our passion for bringing the publishing power to diverse voices to showcase people who've overcome tremendous odds. And guess what? Anybody who's able to lose weight after struggling for years, they're overcoming tremendous odds. If that's a problem for you, I want you to use this book to finally win the battle with food and fat and feel phenomenal. And then, just as an overview for yourself, do the 28-day challenge to figure out, who am I, what do I want, what's blocking me, and what action steps do I need to take. You will really enjoy doing these workbooks. Easy to write in. Keep it by your bed. That's what people always say. Your book is right by my bed. I fill it out every night. So, I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins. Please power journal to feel your best, live your best, and use this time during the stay-at-home orders or the extra time you might have to stay home and stay safe during the pandemic, to explore yourself and step forward fearlessly when the pandemic lifts and you can absolutely explore and live your heart's greatest desires. Happy writing and journaling. Enjoy. Oh, and drop me a comment, because I would love to hear about how this changed your life, because I guarantee it will. Thank you.